What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm just going to jump right into this video and get right into it because my videos tend to be long and I'm sure people don't like viewing such long videos, so let's get straight into it. Yeah, the Detroit Lions are in some serious trouble. I'm just not talking about this year. I'm talking about this year and however long this continues to go on. After last Sunday and Mitchell Trubisky absolutely just carved up the Lions defense and the Lions fall to 3-6, there are some serious questions about this Lions team moving forward. If there weren't serious questions after the Vikings game, there are some serious questions now. And for the dumb Lions fans out there that think that Matthew Stafford is the problem, go ahead and just turn this video off and just stop watching because you're not going to like the rest of this video. But anyways, let me go ahead and get into why the Lions are in some serious trouble. General Manager Balkin was first hired to the Detroit Lions. His big thing was we're going to start in the trenches. Everything starts in the trenches. Which... you're not going to find many people that disagree with you, Bob. It's only been 2 years since he was hired in January of 2016. You would have expected to see some kind of improvement by now. In the 3 drafts that he's drafted, he spent a lot of those draft picks on the trenches. As a 16, we got first round pick Taylor Decker, we got second round pick A'Shawn Robinson, and third round pick Graham Glasgow. Also spent a large chunk of the Lions' money on TJ Lang and Wick Ragnar just 2 summers ago. Then this past draft, we spent our first round draft pick on center Frank Ragnow. I give Bob Quinn this, at least he didn't lie to the Lions fans, that is a lot of investment into the trenches. However, there's a major problem going on with that, and it's the fact that those trenches are not producing. Spending the majority of the season as the worst rushing defense in the NFL, we've now worked our way up to 24th in rushing yards allowed against us, but are 27th in rushing yards per carry allowed at 4.9. We are also 28th in the league in rushing yards allowed per game. And then we move to the offensive line, where Matthew Stafford was just sacked, a record-setting in the Minnesota Vikings history, 10 times 2 weeks ago, and then was sacked 6 times this past week against the Chicago Bears. After I'm done making this video, I'm going to put the link to a film observation made by either Justin Rogers or Kyle Meeke. I don't know which one it was. I'm going to go double check after the video. But they did a quick film observation about how many of these sacks against the Minnesota Vikings were on Stafford, and it came out to only 1 was on him for holding the ball too long. So I'll put the link down there for you guys in the bio down below in case you guys don't believe me, you guys want to check it out yourself. And then add on to the sacks allowed on Matthew Stafford, apparently Lions fans and people across the United States that watch football apparently think the Lions now have a running game. Well, if not ranking last in the NFL or near the bottom at 30th, 31st, or 32nd in the league in rushing yards per game, then I guess you say we do have a running game because we're not last anymore. Clap it up for the Lions. We have improved this such amazing running game all the way to 23rd in the NFL. Well, it's not last, so I guess there's that. I mean, they're not last, but they're certainly not good, and if you literally go by the rankings, they are below average at running the football. Now, am I saying Kerryon Johnson's not good? No, he's really good. He's going to be real good for the Lions moving forward, and hopefully he doesn't get hit with an injury like Javid Best did last time we had a promising young back. I hope he's going to be our running back for a long time because he is really good. He doesn't get all the carries. We still got LeGarrette Blount taking some carries for some reason. 2, even though we all love Kerryon, see his potential and the fact that he can catch passes out the backfield and he's a strong runner, we're not doing that well running the ball as of right now. So while it's looking promising for us in the future, as of right now, the Lions are still not even an average running team. This whole Bob Quinn, we're going to start in the trenches, where's that? Because the running game's only gotten a little bit better. The rush defense has gotten worse. I mean, where's that? Oh yeah, did I mention he also traded for Snacks Harrison? Now, as you're watching the video, I'm not saying the Lions are completely doomed. I mean, they got A'Shawn Robinson, he's a young player. They got Snacks Harrison, like I just mentioned. He's a really good player, a vet to teach him. And then they also got a bunch of young players in the offensive line that we drafted. So, can they get better? Yes. Should they get better? Yes. But as of right now, it's been 2 years and we haven't really seen much of an improvement. Along with this, the secondary is just not good at all. It's just not. You got Darius Slay back there who's an all-pro cornerback, and then outside of that, you don't really have anything. I love Glover Quinn. He's given us great years since he's been in a Lions uniform. But you can see that his age is starting to catch up to him, and we don't have a replacement for him on the roster as of right now. And Nevin Lawson gets beat on almost everything, and even when he does have good coverage, he lets up the catch because he lacks any kind of ball skills. And second-round draft pick Teez Tabor, it's only his 2nd season, but we have not seen any signs of improvement by him. I'm not going to go too hard on Teez Tabor because if you remember, Darius Slay also had a rough going coming out the gate out of college. He got benched his first season, and his first couple seasons just weren't that great. But, you know, cornerback is a hard position to learn, so I'm not going to lose hope on T. Tabor. It's only his second season, but hopefully next year, that's when you're going to have to see something. Now I'm going to get to the part that apparently all Lions fans want to point to as the problem, instead of the terrible rush defense, the terrible secondary just got destroyed by Mr. Trubisky while Darius Slay was out, the terrible zone coverage of the linebackers, the pitiful running game that we have. No. I'm going to get to Matthew Stafford and the passing offense. Now, as I talk about the Detroit Lions passing offense with Matthew Stafford, I just want to ask a question real quick. Do you guys remember a tight end that used to play for the Detroit Lions that maybe had been drafted in the first round, 10th pick in front of Odell Beckham, and was released by the Lions just this past summer? Do you guys happen to know who that is? Oh, yeah. That guy named Eric Ebron. He plays for the Colts now. He only has 10 touchdowns. That's nothing. It's only been, 10 games. But you know who made a video about why the Lions should keep Eric Ebron, why he means something to us? You guys can click up here or up here, whichever side you can be on. But that was me who made that video. Well, Eric Ebron has been scoring touchdowns damn near every single week. He's on my fantasy team. He got me 28 points this past week. I still lost. But while he's out there scoring every week, you want to know what the Lions got at tight end? They've got quite literally nothing. And thanks to Kyle Minke, who tweeted this today, the Lions don't have a tight end that's in the top 90. The top 90 in separation. Top 90! Yeah, while Eric Ebron is over there in Indianapolis putting up major fantasy points and just putting up an all-pro type of season, the Lions don't have a top tight end in the top 90 in separation. And get this, that's not even the worst part. With the fact that we have no middle of the field threat with our tight ends. Who is that guy that the Lions used to have that played slot and got away from everybody, had separation, and just made plays after the catch? Who was that guy? Oh yeah, Golden Tate. We had him this year, actually. We had him this year. We just, traded him at the trade deadline for a 3rd round pick. Yeah. Now, since the Lions don't have Golden Tate on their roster, guess what? Lions also don't have a receiver in the top 90 in separation. Top ranked receiver in separation is Kenny Galladay at 93rd in the league. That is our receiving crew now. So not only do the Lions have a terrible rush defense, not only do they have a terrible secondary, not only do they have a terrible linebacker crew when it comes to coverage, not only do they have a bad running game, not only have they been giving up the sacks, part of the reason why they've been giving up so many sacks recently is because we have nobody that can get open. These just stupid and pathetic Lions fans, if that's what they call themselves, Lions fans, and just idiotic fans that want to say, oh, well, Matthew Stafford's the reason why we're not winning. Yeah, Matthew Stafford, go ahead and throw the ball, then run down 80 yards and catch it yourself. Oh, and then while you're doing that, get ready to go back on the next possession and play some defense and cover those receivers. And after that, before you catch the ball from the height, go ahead and block for yourself, hike it to yourself, then catch it, and then throw it your damn self. Because apparently that's what he has to do to prove to these Lions fans that he's a good quarterback. How could you watch a Lions game and you come away from that Lions game saying, that quarterback's why they're not winning? Running a little bit long, and you guys get the drift of everything I pointed out on why the Lions are in a terrible position right now, and who knows about what's going to happen moving forward. But I'm going to throw these Matthew Stafford stats out there real quick, just to throw those out there before I end the video. Last year, Matthew Stafford was the 2nd best quarterback when throwing the ball down the field. You can see all the stats right there. 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 45.7 completion percentage, all that. You can see it right there. Now, the reason why the Lions struggled so much in the first 2 weeks of the season because Matthew Stafford was so uncharacteristically off on his deep ball. You can see the stats there. He had no touchdowns and 2 interceptions, only 36.4 completion percentage on it, and he had a rating of 30.7. Not good at all. In week 3, he snapped right back into it, and you can see the stats right there. This is why the Lions went on the win streak, because we were throwing the ball down the field, and Stafford was connecting on them. You can see the stats. 222 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, 54.5 completion percentage, which is a better percentage than he had last year when he was 2nd in the NFL, along with a 101.3 passing rating. This is excellent. These are his stats since week 3 on the deep ball. He still has only 1 interception, the yards 306, 4 touchdowns, 53 completion percentage, which is better than he was last year when he was 2nd in the NFL, along with the 113 passer rating. This is incredible. Got these stats from my man's logo. I'm going to put his Twitter handle down below. You guys should really follow him for Lions news, Lions information. He's really good with all this stuff. I'll put his stuff down below if you guys want to check him out. Let's throw out there real quick. I got these stats from Logan before the Bears game, so they may be a little off now, but still, all in all, it's still pretty good. Pretty much what I'm saying in all is that the Lions have so many holes on this team in the secondary, linebacker, D-line, tight end, maybe even offensive line, tight end, maybe even receiver now because of Golden Tate being gone. And the last of their worries, trust me, the very last of their worries is Matthew Stafford. I'm sorry, Lions fans, that Matthew Stafford hasn't been able to carry this sorry team like he has in the past 3 years, a 3-13 talent-wise team to either the playoffs or contending for a playoffs in week 16, 17. Maybe, just maybe, we should put a team around him and we wouldn't have to expect for him to do literally everything on a football field in order to win. Just real quick before I end the video, if you look at the picture I put in here from week 3 to week 5, Matthew Stafford only has 100 more yards down the field since those games, and only has 2 more touchdowns. We're not throwing the ball down the field nearly enough. This either falls on Jim Bob Cooter or the offensive line not providing enough time for Stafford to get the ball down the field. Either way, we need to get the ball down the field. That's all we got now that we don't have Golden Tate. Get Kenny Galladay and Marvin Jones the ball down the field. That's where Matthew Stafford's at his best. That's where they're at their best. Let the offense explode, and that's all we got. Thank you guys for checking out the channel again. Thanks for watching the video. If you'd like to go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video. And comment down below your guys' thoughts. What do you guys think about the Lions team now? Where do we go moving forward? What's the position we most need to attack next? What's going on with the Lions? Go ahead and let me know all that down below, and I'll be sure to respond to all you guys. Once again, thank you guys for watching the video. Go Pistons tonight. Beat them Raptors. Probably not. And I'll see you guys in my next video.